get a dime for my things.
Hey man, where are you going with all of my stuff? This is a woman's trip, and I need my stuff to ooh and ah. Now, Daddy, now I got a man I know from my own shit. Now, why don't you put me back and let me play this duet with this silver ring in my nose? Honest to God, somebody almost walked off with all of my stuff, and I didn't bring nothing but the kick and the sweat. The perfect ass for my man. And none of it was theirs. This is mine. Intozaki, her own things. That's my name. Now give me my stuff. I see you hiding my laugh and how I sit with my legs open sometime and give my crotch some sunlight. There goes my love, my toes, my chewed up fingernails, nigga, with the curls in your hair, Mr. Louisiana Hot Lips. I want my stuff. My rhythms, my voice, open my mouth and let me talk you out of throwing my shit in the sewer. This is some delicate leg and whimsical kiss that I gotta have to give to my own choice without you running off with all of my shit. Now you can't have me unless I give me away. And I was doing all of that till you run off on a good thing. And who is this you left me with? Some simple bitch with a bad attitude. I want my things. I want my arm with the hot iron skirt, my leg with the flea bite. I want my toes with the callous toes. And give me my quick language back in my mouth. Fried plantains, pineapple pear juice, Sunrod, Joseph, and Jules. I want my own things and how I live them. Give me my memories and how I was when I was there. You can't have them and do nothing with them. Stealing my shit from me. Don't make it yours, makes it stolen. Somebody almost walked off with all of my stuff, and I was standing there looking at myself the whole time. It wasn't no spirit that took my stuff. It was a man whose ego walked around like road and shot. Was a man who was faster than my innocence. Was a lover that I made too much room for. Almost run off with all of my shit. Lord, I didn't even know I would give it up so quick. And the one running with it didn't know he had it. I'm shouting, this is mine! And he didn't know he had it. My stuff is the anonymous ripped-off treasure of the year. Did you know that somebody almost got away with me? Me, in a plastic bag underneath his arm. Me. I'm dangling on a string of personal carelessness. And I'm spattered with mud and city rain. And no, I did not get a chance to take a douche. Man, this is not your prerogative. I got to have me in my own pocket to get around like a good woman should. and make a poem in the pot and a chicken in the dance. What I got to do, I need my stuff to do it too. Now, why don't you go and find your own things and leave this package of me for my destiny? What you got to get from me, I'll give it to you. Yeah, I'll give it to you. Around 5 o'clock in the winter, when the sky is blue-red, or it's Dew City's getting pressed. If it's really, really mine, you gotta give it to me. And if you really want it, I'm the only one can have it.
That nigga will be back tomorrow saying I'm sorry.
Get this. Last week, my old man came in saying, I don't know how she got your number, baby. I'm sorry. No, this one's it.
Oh, you know, baby, I was high. I'm sorry. I'm only human. And inadequacies is what makes us human. If we were perfect, there'd be nothing to strive for, so you might as well go on and forgive me, pretty baby. I'm sorry.
Shut up, bitch. I told you I'm sorry.
No. This one is it. I only do you like I do because I thought you could take it. I'm sorry.
Now, I know that you know I love you. But I ain't never gonna love you like you want me to love you.
I'm sorry.
One thing I don't need is any more apologies. I got sorry greeting me at the front door. You can keep yours. I don't know what to do with them. They don't open doors or bring the sun back. They don't make me happy or get a morning paper. Didn't nobody stop using my tears to wash cars because of sorry? I am simply tired of collecting. I didn't know I was so important to you. I'm gonna have to throw some away to get to the clothes in my closet for all the sorries. Tack a sign in my door, leave a message by the phone. If you called to say you're sorry, call somebody else, because I don't use them anymore. I let sorry, didn't mean that, and how can I know about that? Take a walk down a dark and musty street in Brooklyn. Because I'm gonna do exactly what I want to, and I won't be sorry for none of it. Let sorry soothe your soul, and I'm gonna soothe mine. You were always inconsistent. Doing something then being sorry. Beating my heart to death talking about you sorry. Well, I will not call. I will raise my voice, and I am not going to be nice and scream and holler and break things and race the engine and tell all your secrets about yourself to your face. And I will list in detail every one of my wonderful lovers and their ways. And I will play Oliver Lake loud, and I won't be sorry for none of it. You were always inconsistent. And I loved you on purpose. I was open on purpose. I still crave vulnerability and close talk, and I'm not even sorry about you being sorry. You can take all the guilt and grime you want and just don't give it to me because I can't use another sorry. Next time, you should admit you're mean, low down, no count, trifling straight out instead of being sorry all the time. Just enjoy being yourself.
There was no air. The sheets made ripples under his body like crumpled paper napkins at summer park. And little specks of something from between his toes. The biscuits from the day before ran in the sweat that tucked the sheet into his limbs like he was an old frozen bundle of chicken. And he'd get up to make coffee, drink wine, drink water. He wished one of his friends who knew where he was would come by with some blow or some shit. Anything. There was no air. You see the spotlights in the alleyways downstairs moving in the air. Cross his wall over his face and get under the covers and wait for an all clear. Or until he could hear traffic again. There wasn't nothing wrong with him. There wasn't nothing wrong with him. He kept telling Crystal, any nigga want to kill Vietnamese because he want to stay home and raise his own is sicker than a rabid dog. That's how that nigga been going since he got back. Crystal just got in the sand with a fool nigga Bo was and always had been. Didn't he go all over uptown saying the child wasn't his with some no-counts bastard and any old city police would come and get him if they wanted? Because as soon as the blood type and shit was together, everybody would know Crystal was a no-good lying whore. And this, after she'd been his girl since she was 13, when he caught her on the stairway. He came home crazy as hell. He tried to get veterans benefits to go to school, and they kept right on putting him in remedial classes. He couldn't read worth a damn, so he cussed the teachers are holding him back and got himself a gypsy cab to drive. But the cab kept breaking down, and the cops was always messing with him, plus not getting much bread. Crystal went and got pregnant again. Bo almost beat her to death when she told me. She still got a scar under her right tit, where he cut her up. Still, she went right on and had the baby. So now Bo Willie had 2 children. A little girl, Naomi Kenya, and a boy, Kwame Bo Willie Brown. There was no air. How in the hell did he get in this mess anyway? Somebody went and told Crystal Bo was spending all his money on the bartending bitch on a merry-go-round cafe. He sat straight up in this bed, wrapped up in the sheets looking like John the Baptist or a huge baby with stuffing with nuts. Now he had to get all that shit out of Crystal's mind so she let him come home. Crystal had gone and got a court order saying Bo Willie Brown had no access to his children. If he showed his face, he was ready to arrest. She'd been in his ass to marry her since she was 14 years old. And here, when she's 22, she would have thrown him out because he said he'll marry her. And she burst out laughing. Hollering, what you want to marry me for now? So I can support your ass? Or come sit with you when they lock you behind up? Because they gonna come for you. Goddamn lunatic, they gonna come. And I'm not gonna have a thing to do with it. Oh no, I wouldn't marry your pitiful black ass for nothing. She went on to bed. The next day, Bo Willie came in blasted, got to swinging chairs at Crystal, who couldn't figure out what the hell he was doing. So he got to shouting about how she's gonna marry him and get some more veterans benefits. And he gets out driving them crazy spicks around. They try to kill him for $15. Bo was sweating terrible, beating on Crystal, and he couldn't do no more at the table and chairs. So he went and got the high chair. And little Kwame was in it, and he was beating Crystal with the high chair and her son. And some notion got in the sky, and he run out. Crystal almost died. That's why the police will not go near where she lives. And she'd been telling the kids their daddy tried to kill her and Kwame. And he just wanted to marry her. That's what he just wanted to marry her and have a family, but the bitch was crazy. Bo was sitting in this hotel room in his drawers, drinking coffee and wine in the heat of the day, spilling shit all over himself, laughing about how he's gonna get Crystal to take him back. Let him be the man in the house. And she wouldn't even have to go to work no more. He got all dressed up in his ivory shirt and checkered pants, went to go see Crystal and get this mess all cleared up. He knocks on the door to Crystal's rooms. She didn't answer. He beat on the door and Crystal and Naomi started crying. He got to shouting again about how he just wanted to marry her. Or was she always going to be a whore? Or did she want a husband? And Crystal just kept on screaming for him to leave us alone! Just leave us alone! So Bo broke the door down. Crystal held the children in front of her. She picked Kwame off the floor in her arms and held Naomi by her shoulders and kept on saying, Bo Willie Brown, get out of here. The police are going to come for you, fool. Get out of here. You want the kids to see you like the fool again? You want Kwame to brain damage when you throwing him around? Nigga, get out of here. Get out. And don't show your ass again. I'll kill you. I swear I'll kill you. Bo reached for Naomi. Crystal grabbed the little girl and stared at Bo like he was a leper or something. Don't you touch my children, motherfucker, or I'll kill you. He jumped back all humble and apologetic. Well, I'm sorry. I don't want to hurt him. I just want to hold him. Be on my way. I don't want to cause you no more trouble. I wanted to marry you and give you things. What you gonna give a broken jaw nigga? Get out of here! Bo ignored Crystal's outburst and sat down, motioning for Naomi to come to him. She smiled back at Crystal felt Naomi giving in and held her tighter. Naomi pushed away and ran to her daddy, crying, "Daddy! Daddy, come back! Daddy, come back! But be nice to Mommy, because Mommy loves you and you gotta be nice." He sat her on his knee, played with her ribbons, and they counted fingers and toes. Every so often he looked back at Crystal holding Kwame like a statue, and he said, "See, Crystal? I can be a good father. Now let me see my son." She didn't move. He coaxed her and he coaxed her, telling her she was still a hot little old thing and pretty, strong. Didn't she get right back up after that little old fight they had and go back to work? Old Willie oozed kindness. Crystal, who had known so little, let Bo hold Kwame. As soon as she let the baby out of her arms, Bo Willie jumped up a laughing and a giggling, a hooting and a hollering. "All right, bitch! All right, bitch! You gonna marry me! You gonna marry me! I ain't gonna marry you. I ain't gonna marry you for nothing. You gonna be in the jail for this. You gonna be under the jail. Now you give me back my kids. Give me back my kids." Bo kicked the screen out of the window and held the children off the sill. "You gonna marry me?" "Yeah, I'll marry you. Anything but bring the children back in the house." He looked from the fifth story at all the people screaming at him, and he started sweating again. "Say to all the neighbors, you gonna marry me." I stood next to Bo in the window, with Naomi reaching for me and Kwame screaming, "Mommy! Mommy!" from the fifth story. But I could only whisper and drop to him. I was missing something.
Something so important.
Something promised. A laying on of hands.
Fingers near my forehead. Strong. Cool. Moving, making me whole. Sense. Pure.
All the gods coming into me, laying me open to myself.
I was missing something.
Something promised. Something free. A laying on of hands.
I know about laying on bodies, laying out a man, giving him all of my fleshy self and some of my pleasure. Being taken full, eager, wet like I get sometimes. I was missing something.
A laying on of hands.
Not a man.
Laying on. Not my mama holding me tight, saying I'm always gonna be her girl. Not a laying on of bosom and boom, a laying on of hands. The holiness of myself released.
I sat up one night, walking in boarding house, screaming, crying the ghost of another woman who was missing what I was missing. I wanted to jump up out of my bones and be done with myself. Leave me alone and go on in the wind. It was too much. I fell into numbness. So the only tree I could see took me up in her branches, held me in the breeze, made me dawn dew, that chill at daybreak. The sun wrapped me up, swinging rose light everywhere. The sky lay over me like a million men. I was cold. I was burning up, a child. Endlessly weaving garments for the moon with my tears. I found God in myself, and I loved her. I loved her fiercely.
I found God in
God.
myself. Loved her fiercely.
I found God in myself.
I love God.
I loved her fiercely.
I found God in myself. And I loved her fiercely. I found God in myself. And I loved her fiercely. And this
Good evening, everyone. My name is Charles W. Patton. If I can have the house lights, I am the director of this piece and also the artistic director for Common Ground Theater. Let's give the class one more round of applause.